What is going on, everyone? Let's get right into the news. We start things off with Spotify, a music streaming service who recently hit around 140 million active users. Spotify is actually being sued by Wixen Music Publishing, who filed a lawsuit in a California federal court claiming that Spotify used songs from artists such as Tom Petty and The Doors, along with tens of thousands of other songs, without a license and compensation. Other artists a part of Wixen Music Publishing, who are basically administrators of compositions from these artists, include Rage Against the Machines, Weezer, Neil Young, The Black Keys, Steely Dan, and many more. Wixen is seeking to be awarded for damages in the insane amount of $1.6 billion, along with injunction relief. And this is not the first time that Spotify has been forced to deal with these kind of things. It's had to deal with them a number of times, including just last May. Spotify had to come to a settlement of $43 million after songwriter David Lurie and Melissa Farrick led a class action lawsuit against them. So right now we don't have a whole lot of details on what's going on, and Spotify really hasn't said anything, so we're going to have to wait for there to be an update here. But I don't think it'll be long before there is one, and I will be posting about it as soon as it comes up. If you guys want more details on the story, link will be below. And as we move right out of one lawsuit, we move right into another one, as it's being reported that Gibson is actually suing Funko Pop, yeah, the company behind those little figurines, for what they claim as unauthorized use of the Gibson guitars. This applies to Funko figurines for famous artists like Slash from Guns N' Roses, Paul Stanley from Kiss, Kirk Hammett and James Hetfield from Metallica, who are all holding guitars that are in the style of Gibson guitars, and that this somehow constitutes as unlawful usage. Now, to be fair, all of these guitarists are famous Gibson users, but I don't really see how Gibson has a case here. I'm not a legal expert, but I'm fairly certain that Funko hasn't done anything wrong, and that their figurines fall under fair use. And even still, how is Gibson going to prove that Funko selling these figurines has led customers to being confused, as they claim, as to whose product they are? I don't know, it just seems like a pretty weak and petty argument from Gibson, but if you guys want to learn more about the case, you can check down below. And finally, Issues has announced they have decided to part ways with their vocalist Micheal Bohn on amicable terms due to creative differences, which I can already tell you probably means they want to move away from their heavier side and go down that more poppy, lighter shit that Tyler Carter dabbles in from time to time. But that's just my speculation right now. But it is strange to say, it's strange that they say it was admissible between both parties, and then Micheal releasing his own statement saying that he never agreed to leaving Issues, and that they just decided that they were going to move on without him. So you can't really say that that's admissible at that point, can you? I don't know about the entire situation, and neither party is really opening up on what exactly creative differences means for the band. But if you guys want to check out the statements, I'll leave them down below for you. And finally, Tonight Alive has released a new music video for their new song Disappear, which features Lacey Gunn of Paris. And The Dangerous Summer has released a new music video for their song Ghost. Check that all out down below. Thank you all for joining me for this episode. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed it, dislike if you didn't, subscribe if you want more, and I will see you all on the next one. Mars out.